You're getting old.
You are. He's covering that hair.
Should be right, mate. Right, come on, lady.
Don't get one dangerous one for the lodge.
Fortress, it used to be called when I was playing. Huh?
Yeah, I like these.
Used to be the Fortress until I retired.
I don't like that. Hang on,
They look soft as hell, don't they?
I saw you touch out, wasn't it, Brad?
I'd always have the thing is, I'd always have to have a lace thing.
I can't wear laces. Laces.
I'm going to say is finally we've actually been able to get a game going. I think we've had a little bit of a realisation that maybe the August of the training sessions are fine. We're still going to put them on like even next summer and stuff, but obviously a lot of you are working and a few, like quite a few are away and stuff like that. So we had to obviously dismiss the games that we originally planned, but seeing as it's a home fixture, we've got enough boys down here to play a game. This is like, if you think back to college when you have to like do your initial assessments and stuff, this is like an initial game for us. Expectations are always going to be high for what we want, but it's sort of us to see sort of where you are individually. So if you're last in a 90 minutes, fair play, you must have done something, or you've been training elsewhere to go throughout the summer. If you're struggling after 30, it sort of gives us an identity of where we need to get you to. I think the biggest thing is obviously there's some new faces in here for you to sort of get to know. Do that within the warm-up. If you haven't introduced yourself to somebody yet, do it. It's very coward-like sometimes when you, especially my experience is getting teams together, everyone's just sort of like not too sure, but there's a lot about something when you can go up and you can sort of say hello, introduce yourself. Makes it a lot easier, because something that my main aim of this whole year is, last year and the last couple of years we've been very, very good at sort of being quite close, but this year for me is the closest bond that we're going to get in any of the years that I've run this programme. So we are going to be all as one throughout the whole year, and I've got a few ideas about how we can sort of bond together, whether it's, you know, fingers crossed, but lots of different things that we're going to do to try, and during college times, maybe something outside of college times, just to try and get us a little bit closer together, because it makes a big difference when you go out on the pitch and you're willing to fight for each other, die for each other. It'll make a big difference in league, in results, and overall enjoyment, to be honest with you boys. So that's it for me. When we get out there, warm-ups going forward, just knock the ball about, no smashing in goals. I'll call you over, we'll get a few little movements going. I've got the bands out ready to try and loosen some of you up, get your muscles flexing, get them firing, and then a little bit of ball work, and then we're going to go straight in. We should be aiming for 11 o'clock kick-off. Referee for today's game is Mr. Simon Alston. We call him the Colonel or the General. Be kind to him. And
just one thing for me for the season from a football point of view. Just be prepared to play different places potentially, different positions potentially. Don't just think because you're a certain age now you're only a left back, right wing and centre midfielder. When I was sort of that 16 to 19, I went from centre midfield to full back to centre back all within about 3 different years. So just be open to playing different positions. Know that you could probably play somewhere better than you think you can, you know. If I think about Ethan, this time last year only a forward, now I think, oh, you might be able to play midfield. Aaron's gone for me, he's played every position on the pitch in the last 12 months. And can do it all effectively. So don't just think, oh, I'm only here for goalkeeper, and if I don't play goal, I can't play in the rail. You know, Matt will come play left back, no problem at all. So just be open and willing to play different positions as well. A, to help us out. Also, you might go, do you know what, I've never played fullback in my life. I love playing there, and I'm quite good playing there. So you just might open yourself up to new angles, new possibilities as well. So.
Well, we have two hats on, chaps. One, being at college, there's learning that's going to be involved. Our hat is we want to go to every single game to win it, and the other hat is we've got to try and prepare you. Some of you that are already playing in under 18s, going into under 23s first team football, you have to have an identity when you go into a team and say, I am this position. There's sometimes we get a little bit confused. Like some of you probably don't know what your strongest position is. Some of you know what you are, and that's what you're going to focus on. So I want to go into every game winning. Then I've also got to make sure that you guys are learning and developing individually. So take that into consideration, which says you might be moved around at some points, but the winning mentality is always going to be there. When we're into a game, we're going in full throttle, and we had some unbelievable performances last year, and we had some shaky ones. I want more unbelievable ones and less shaky ones to share. Make sense? Cool. You can leave your stuff in here if you want. Let's make our way down there. Let's go and have a little bit of fun on the Wednesday morning. Come Jack, you go in that one. So Aaron, you're joining the back of that line over there, alright? And Birch, you're joining the back of that line over there. 2 touch. Ready? Let's go straight past, diagonal run. Try not to get in the way. Let's go. Look after your touches. Go. Touch. Play. Good. Tempo in your passing. Good. Step into it. Touch. Play. Here you go. Random. Let's go. That's not right. Here you go. Get it down. Good. Touch. Play. Good. Touch. Play. Get it at your feet. Good. Like it, Georgie. George, move up. Want to run across the upper.
Come on.
Boys, I hope that's something we're making diagonal runs. Oi, Robbie.
I swear Molly Tabber about that time by you doing that.
Alright, jump over.
Go out.
Let's go. Good. Good. Good touch. Like it. Very quiet though, chaps. That's the only thing I'm going to say at the moment. Quiet. Good, like it. Base play at all times, chaps. No time to switch off. No time to switch off. Good. 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 Soften it up, soften it up, soften it up. Good. Bounce here. Lighter on your feet. Lighter on your feet. Ready to receive. There we go. Good. Like it. Well done. Well done. And relax. Me. Go. Move it. Go. Move it. Yeah.
Go to Aaron, go to Aaron.
Get it down, Fred, get it down, get it
Good.
down, get it down. Move it through, Jack. Man on you, man on you.
Well done.
Ball's there. Play.
Yeah, Fred, come in. Time, ball's there.
Yeah, get it up.
Good, let's go. Move the ball. Like it, Robbie. Good angle to receive. Marshall, good pace. Ball's gone. Play for James. Go.
Yes, George, yes, George, yes, George. Yes, George. Good, well done. Go, Aaron, go, Aaron. Man on you.
Good, Aaron. Shot line.
Yeah. Go back, Fred,
Shot line, Freddie, move it. Good. Can we transfer it out? Ball's there. Play. Let's go. Get it moving.
Watch for us. I'm going to put my ankle thing on.
Okay.
Yeah, set me.
Good, Robbie. Go and attack it. Squeeze up. Good, there it is, and back into your shape. Here you go, George, let's go. Get back into your shape quicker. Yeah, good. Come out. Last couple for the strikers, yeah?
Okay, Chris. Yeah, left.
Ben, left. Malcolm, move.
Oh, wow. He stepped one top then to push it. That was a shot. Got him.
Right.
Save, strike.
One more shot. Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man, can't give me that ball. Left.
Let's see, follow up a shot.
Yeah.
Up.
Left.
Makar, ping that one at Leon.
Good chaps, so you come, bibs off, get in the bag please, and come down. To see where we're at. And for example, obviously, the biggest example, we've got Freddie playing the centre midfield, we've got Marshall playing as a right back right now. But, like I said before, the bond that we're going to have this year, you're going to get yourself through every single game together, alright? And don't get me wrong, I've stepped into games before and I've started off and I've had a stinker, but I have had good players around me to try and pick me up and get through the games, yeah? And that's going to be so key, alright? Be brave, alright, and do take risks at times, try and get on the ball. I don't want to see what we can do off the ball because I know that we're one of the hardest working groups of players when we are off the ball. Make sure we maintain that going into this game. Like I said, my biggest thing, especially with having two centre-halves that can play, if you can get Aaron on the ball, or if Aaron splits and we can try and play forward passes, the only issue with playing longer forward passes on a 3G is it holds up, so you've really got to put a bit into it. But I do believe that Jack and Marshall, when you get on the ball here, you should be able to find players. Toby, it's your job within the sort of first 5 minutes to identify, right, don't get me wrong, players change, but Freddie, you've got him, I've got him, right, we're sorted it. Aaron, pick up the 10 that's pushing up higher. Ethan, they might have a 4 sitting in front of the back line. Make sure you occupy him from a blind side and just put him under pressure. Identify that nice and early, all right? Be aggressive in the first 5 minutes, and that's just not just putting your tackles in. I'm talking about your style of play. Can we play the ball forward really quickly? Try and set a tempo to the game. If you looked at the Liverpool-Chelsea game at the weekend, Liverpool's tempo at the start of that game was unbelievable. Trying to get the ball forward quickly, all right? Enjoy it, put everything into it. You're not all going to be fit, so don't get frustrated if you have misplaced passes or you're starting to get tired. You've just got to try and drive through that. You are not at your maximum fitness at all right now. Get that into your heads. So when you're tired, you're going to make lazy passes. You're going to make sometimes silly decisions. If you keep yourself basic with what you're going to do, you'll get a lot of success in the game.
Just think of the information you're giving to people as well, the way you're giving it. I want to have a better game for being absolutely hammered constantly. Yeah, it'll go down, trust me. Try and encourage players to do things better, whatever that is, fitness, tactically, whatever, but you're just hammering players all the time, doing it in the wrong way, that's not going to benefit anybody. That's the only thing I'm going to say from today. Just think about how you're giving information, what information you're giving, how you can make that player, you can basically your teammate better. It's not constantly digging, it's not, it's the opposite.
Get that winning mentality into all of the chaps, yeah? Right, don't go across that line, but just go into there and you always have a little chat together before the start of this game. You've got to get yourself fired up. Warm-up's been okay. First game of this pre-season, just go up there, enjoyment, work hard, and show us what you can do. So be brave on the ball all times. That's the 3 things for me from this. Yeah? All good? Right, get yourselves ready. Get yourselves ready to go now. Come on.
Possession. Freddie. Robbie. James, Ollie, speak to Brad. Go in the back line, Brad.
You might not be on, just
Winners. Good, Stephen. Winners. Next one again. Play forwards.
Head down. There we go. Good. Freddie's got the you're all right there for now. Aaron, what's his name?
Are we doing the line? I thought you were following it.
Need no boots. Go on, Regan, get after it, Regan. Good boy. Up.
Good cover,
Good,
Robbie.
Georgie. Try, move it.
Another 12 if you went to play the
Yeah.
Time, get it down. Loads of it. Go, give it to him. Good.
Like it.
Jack, hold in the 3.
Nice idea.
Marshall, stay high. Freddie, Jack, tuck into a 3.
Marshall, superb. Ethan, well done. Look for it in the pockets.
Freddie.
Direct every time.
Eve, go on for the header. Hit Ethan Laney back off. We'll win everything up there.
Boys, you can drop off to receive it.
Good, Jack.
Oh, safe. Well
Jack,
done,
rule up, Jack.
And he don't using his mitts.
I'm right thinking back on the stage.
Oi, Marshall, here we go. Marshall, feed him. Oh, mate, if we score from here.
Again, Toby.
Oi, Toby, lucky.
Nick his head off him.
What do you say? Go on, finish up, Fred. Oh,
Lucky Freddie.
Freddie, well done. Fred, well done. We like that. Toby.
Let's go, come on.
Toby, what top are you wearing again?
Is that your shirt?
Yeah, it is.
Oi, Birchie, Sumo, Freddie. Well done, lovely movement. Birchie, well done.
Is he number 4 now?
Toby,